Okay, we have a very unexpected figure. I did not see this one coming, which is Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan, Lieutenant Saavik. Saavik. Um, this is the Kobayashi Maru version. Is played by Kirstie Alley from Star Trek Two. I knew they were coming out with Star Trek Two figures, but this was not one I expected. There is also a second version, so that was one. That was 200, and then we have a regular one version, and it's another $70, but I really like the regular one version better. So let's take a look. So she's got the coat on. I'm not sure what makes it different. That face, I don't know that that's perfect. So there's Kirstie Alley. So it might be just the addition of that coat. I didn't do a ton of research. Let's see. Lays the foundation, blah, blah, blah. Faithfully replicate the standard duty Monster Maroon. I never heard it called Monster Maroon uniform. Capturing even the smallest detail. So I am torn on this one because I really, really like Star Trek II. It is my all-time favorite of the Star Trek films. I'm not a fan of Kirstie Alley, and I used to be, and I liked her in the role. When she was on Cheers, I actually had a crush on Kirstie Alley, but as the years went on, it became obvious that she was a little bit of a pain in the butt. And in fact, her character of Lieutenant Saavik returns in Star Trek III, and it is not played by Kirstie Alley. And although I've not seen or heard that this was why, I'm assuming it was because they didn't want Kirstie Alley, because I'm assuming she was a bit of a problem. And so it's interesting that they would use a character that only appeared in one film. I mean, there's so many characters. They have not done an Uhura. They have not done a Chekhov. Even Nurse Chapel. But we get Lieutenant Saavik. So, although I really want... Geez, this is going to be a tough one. Because I just don't know if I want this character. Even though it's a really, really neat looking figure. That is not what I expected. Now, they said that the Star Trek II figures were coming in the fall. And, let me check on EXO-6 site. Okay. So, EXO-6... So they're just talking about Lieutenant Saavik. Let's see, Wrath of Khan. So right now, all they're talking about is Lieutenant Saavik. So I'm going to have to decide whether I want that figure, and hopefully they're not going to screw around again and make it in super limited quantities. Because I'm going to have to really think hard about this, whether I want that figure in my collection. It's just, like I always say, another big box, another character on my shelf, and I'll have to think about this. So this is Wrath of Khan. Lieutenant Saavik is played by Kirstie Alley.